watching the KCSC bomb shelter. I'm here with Hannah, Jane, Kyle. And can you introduce yourselves and be part of like what they are to the band and stuff?
Yay! Okay. This is Cory Morgan Strange, and he plays drums and he plays banjo, but we didn't bring the banjo today. And he sings some backup vocals and some harmonies. And then Sidbury Pryor, who plays electric and upright bass. But we decided not to have the upright bass today.
When we were talking before, you said you had to come down here. Where are you from? Like...
I'm from Auburn, but I've been playing here in Chico since I was 15 or 16. I got hooked up with my muse, who actually just moved into my neck of the woods. They're a duo. And Sarah and Carisha set up a show at this place called Augie's, which is now closed. I don't know what it is now, though.
I think it's an Indian restaurant now.
I love Indian.
Yeah,
we should
visit.
It's
good.
But and you know, every time I would play, someone would invite me back to play, and then I started playing on KZFR and getting in touch and making friends, and now most of my fans are here. Really, I've been playing here probably once every 2 months since I was 16, so it feels good to have a place that feels like home, even though I don't live here. But
yeah, I think that's the thing about the local Chico music scene is that we welcome like everyone.
It's so true. Yeah. It's so inclusive and supportive, and I feel like there's not a lot of unhealthy competition. Like the competition that we have, it's all about getting better and supporting each other and bringing it in. And I feel really lucky to be a part of that. So,
have you seen like any local artists like from Chico that you're like fans of and you've like seen their shows?
I love Bog and Jesse Naomi and Mamuse and Johnson and Miller. Kyle Williams. I love Kyle. I love him so much. I just want to throw up rainbows. He's just, I don't know. He's just such a great person. And of course Johnson and Miller, they sing in like the sweetest harmonies known to man, and they're the sweetest people. And, yeah, I mean, there's lots more, but
Pat Hole, Max Minardi.
Yeah, Pat Hole, Max. I could go on and on.
Yeah. There's such a great scene here.
There is.
Listening to your music, you have such like an Americana and anyone on your website, you like talk about how like your heroes like John Statham. I'm saying that wrong. John Sondheim.
Oh, Stephen
Sondheim. Sorry.
Yeah.
Brain fart. Yeah, and like I can sort of hear that in music. Like, what else inspires you, like to like write music?
Everything. For me, like I read a lot, and I write a lot, and I play a lot. But my biggest influence is probably watching people play, and going out to shows. I love to be able to go out and see live music, and a lot of being a songwriter is being able to take what you've experienced and put it in 3.5 minutes, and to make others feel less alone and less heartbroken, or just to have them feel listened to and heard. And I feel like songwriters like Jackson Browne, John Denver, Sarah Bareilles, Regina Spektor, I could go on forever. They just really capture that, and I really aspire to be that. So I follow them and I read their books, and I'm a big fan. So it's just watching other people and finding out what works, and also absolutely exploring for yourself what works for you, because we're not all the same. I wish there was a handbook, because I would so use that, but there's no one way to go about it. So it's exciting, but it's also so overwhelming, because there's this whole world of things that you have to do as an artist and figure out how to work around and to develop your sound, and we're still working on that, and it's all a big journey. So
yeah. Now, when your second album came out last year, Blue Heron, and it said that you wrote all of those songs.
Yeah.
Did you write the songs for your first album, or did you get help?
Yeah. Those are all written by me. Yeah. I did that. The first album I recorded pretty much all by myself, and I was 17 and 18, going into a studio by myself for the first time, scared and nervous and not knowing what to expect. And I had spent some time with friends who had recording devices, and we'd record stuff, but having an album is like a whole new level of, oh man.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary and overwhelming at first, but I'm hoping that gets easier over time. But
now, were you two in the recording process as well? And
The second one.
for the second album, yeah. I met them both shortly after the release of the first album, so.
Nice. What is like your songwriting like? How do you like prepare to like write a song? Like, are you like quiet, or do you like to go somewhere loud and like around people? Like...
No. We've got a room where if I go and sit in it by myself, Cory can't come in. So I shut the door, and I have to have quiet. I need to be able to work with my thoughts and my feelings, and to explore the guitar or the piano, because I play piano too a little bit. I'm learning. But to be able to explore that and to find something that matches with my mood. So people ask me, like, what does it take to write a song? And for me, it's always a mood. It's mood plus music. So I take, if I'm feeling lost or in love or heartbroken, I take that, and my mood kind of transforms the music, and then the words come at last. So,
what was the last album you bought?
What did we buy last?
John Prine one when we were on tour.
Oh, yeah.
That was a while ago. We've gotten, who's the band we just played with Wednesday?
Oh, yeah.
Pine Street Ramblers.
Yeah, we bought the Pine Street Ramblers. They're based out of Auburn, and they tour in Europe, and they're like a bluegrass band.
And the Mountain and the Moon.
And the Mountain and the Moon.
Too, that night.
They have more of a contemporary bluegrass, and I really, really strongly believe in supporting other artists, and that's the best way you can do it, whether you're an artist or a band or just a fan, is to just go out and buy the art, because that's the best way that they can make their living.
And we still buy music.
And yeah.
A lot of music.
Yeah.
Our music's probably piling up to the point where it's
problem. Bad.
I'm in like a whole bunch of SoundClouds. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I like this. Like, try to find a Bandcamp, and I find it. I'm like, I gotta buy this. And it's always like, name your price. I'm like, okay, 5. I'm gonna do 5 for you. Like, if it's a single, maybe 3. But if it's an album, like 5 to 10. I'm like, you gotta support local music.
That's awesome.
It's the only way that music keeps getting made, too.
Yeah, and like, I don't know, for me, I would much rather have it in my hand, partially because I drive an old beater car, and I didn't have the access to put it on my phone, and then, so I just stick the CD
CDs or tapes in your car still.
And I love that more artists are having tapes now.
Yeah.
Like, they have more tapes at their shows, and
we're actually
vinyl.
A really big fan of vinyl. We have a lot of vinyl.
What's your most possessed? What's like your prized vinyl that you have?
Oh God, that's hard.
That is hard.
Joni Mitchell's Blue is up there.
We hunted
I found
for
it
that for
perfect,
a long time.
perfect condition. Like, oh God, it was awesome.
Nice.
And then I really love Mia Dyson's The Moment vinyl, because I don't know, part of the fun for me of listening to vinyl and going through the vinyl is looking at the art and seeing how they put together something so large, and so it's, if you do it right, it's really creative and elegant and expressive, to me more so than a CD for some reason, just because I like the idea of opening it up and looking at all the lyrics. And so there's that. And then I really like First Aid Kit's Lion's Roar.
Oh, so good. I love
God,
that.
it's so good. I love
You
their
should put
early
yours
stuff
on
too.
vinyl.
Yeah.
That's next on the list.
Yeah, because I think it would sound amazing with that. Just that sound. I love it.
Yeah, and we actually we when we recorded it, we recorded through a board that we'd have to go back and remaster, but it's available.
We can do it.
We can do it. We have the
We're just
the sound
waiting
quality.
for more people to say that. You're probably the 5th person since we released it to ask for it
I
on
know
vinyl.
too.
Yeah, you gotta let me know when that happens.
Okay.
I have to like buy one, and now I'm excited. So yeah.
And like Hosier's album.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember, I don't know, there's something so healing and inspiring to just sit and listen to an album in its entirety. Like, to actually pay attention to what you're listening to and to take it in and to just experience it is so cool. And I feel like that's coming back, rather than using it as background noise or something to, just have on because you can't, you don't want silence,
And I think that's really great with your album, because I was listening to it all this week because I was preparing, and it's just this album that you have to like stop and listen to, because it's just so good. And I love that whole like Americana, like bluegrass sound that you have, because I grew up with that, and I'm like a huge fan, so I'm fangirling.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Our text calls it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much.
So happy that you took time out.
This is so fun.
Do you have like any upcoming shows or?
That's a great question.
We kind of purposefully made stuff slow because this summer we kind of ran amok. All summer it was crazy.
4 to 5 gigs a
4
week.
to 5 gigs a week, and then we went on tour last month. So we're kind of set to start recording the album and the new album.
Oh, nice.
Getting work tapes and demos done, and then going into a studio and hopefully finding a good producer or producers that fit with what I want. Because this album's going to be a little different. I tell people it's like a mix between Jackson Browne and Sarah Bareilles.
Oh, nice.
So it's like I'm
can't wait
really,
to hear
really
that.
excited. So
Yeah. I'm excited for that. Yeah. Well,
thank you.
thank you so much again.
Thank
And
you.